Hey, friends, what is the most epic revenge you've ever seen? My turn. In my town, there was a guy who had a massive crush on one of my friends. He did the typical nice guy routine, always trying to be around her, doing little favors for her and being generally a nuisance. But she was never interested in him romantically. One day he decided that he needed to up his game. So, he went to a local motel and rented a room with the intention of sneaking into her house that night while her parents were away and assault her. Yeah, that was definitely the plan because that's the only reason someone would rent a room at a Super 8. Luckily, her parents came home early and he was forced to hide under her bed until they left again. When he finally got to assault her, she fought back and screamed bloody murder. Startled by her ferocity, he ran away and she managed to get away without a scratch. The next morning at school, all anyone could talk about was how crazy it was that someone would try to break into a house in broad daylight. And we all agreed that whoever it was deserved some serious karma. The guy who tried to assault her, funny enough, had recently transferred to our school and no one knew much about him except that he was a total creep. A week later, during a particularly boring math lecture, my friend and I were sitting at the back of the class just talking and dissecting the recent events. She had no idea who it was. And I'll admit that I had my suspicions, but I couldn't prove anything. So, all I did was shake my head and tell her that whatever happened, it wasn't his fault. She asked what I meant by that, and I just told her to forget about it. It wasn't important. After class, though, as I was walking past his locker, I heard him yelling at someone inside. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but it sounded angry. As I got closer, I heard him say the words, "I deserve it." That's when I knew it was him. I looked through the crack in the door and saw him sitting on the floor with his head in his hands. That's when I felt bad for the guy. Now, normally I'm not a fan of bullying, but watching him get torn down by his own peers was pretty satisfying. To this day, I am still not sure if he actually did assault her or if he just got scared when he realized she was fighting back. But I do know that the next time you hear a rumor, don't believe everything you hear. After all, there are two sides to every story, and sometimes the truth lies somewhere in between. It may seem like common sense, but you'd be surprised by how many people believe rumors without considering other perspectives. It can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even broken relationships. But by taking a step back and considering all sides of the story, we can foster empathy, understanding, and compassion for others. Remember, before you jump to conclusions, take a moment to consider all perspectives and treat others with the kindness and respect they deserve. So what's your best revenge story? Share it below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.